The universe really decided to come in with a post-eclipse gotcha moment. Really did. I had a very weird weekend where things have been doing really well, things have been looking up, and then all of a sudden I just got hit, And I've seen a lot of people either posting or people in my family, friends, just that had literally, for some reason, it was between Saturday and Sunday, all hell just decided to break loose for them. And then even to this week, I've talked to more people who are things were fine. I thought that the bullshit was over. And then more things have happened. So if you're one of those people, maybe this reading is for you. What's happening is that you are currently going through a point where you are exiting one era to go into another. We know this. We've been talking about it for a while. The issue here is that you do not know what you have with you that just cannot go with you. And you keep thinking, okay, surely I've learned all the lessons that I need to learn now. I'm going to move forward. And the universe just keeps being no, you still have this thing with you that you cannot take with you. You cannot take it with you. You can't. You absolutely cannot. If you feel like you have been getting tough love from the universe, you're absolutely right. You have. There's no other way to put it that you have been getting, and me too, been getting tough love from the universe because you are in such a high alignment with things that are meant for you and good things that want to come to you and that you want to come to you. But you just keep on trying to hold on to things that are not meant for you and are not good for you. So the universe is literally having to move them out of your way, but there's some of them that cannot be moved. You would have to remove them from your life yourself. And so the universe is finally you know what? I'm literally about to do it for you. And that's what's happening right now. There is a image that kept coming to my head, and it was of a teacher helping a student through a math problem, specifically thinking of PEMDAS, the order of operations. There were several times, whenever I was growing up, or even in college too, where whenever you're doing a problem, a math problem, or I even did this in my logic classes in college, where when you're going through and solving a long problem, you are given an equation, and then you know the process to solve that equation or solve that problem. But for me, there were some points whenever I was growing up where the teacher would literally sit there and go to watch me solve a problem and wait until I got to the exact moment whenever I would start to mess it up and be stop, no. And even to take that a step further, sometimes I would get through the problem and they would go, no, that's not correct, redo it. And that is sort of what the universe is doing to you right now, is it's giving you tests over and over and over again, and you're getting so close to being able to just solve the test completely, solve every problem on the test, get every single answer right, but then you're getting to this one part that you keep getting stuck on, and the universe is just oh my god, okay, start over. Okay, start over. All right, start over. Okay, and this is coming to you as the same situation in different fonts, or the same situation but with different people. And it even seems like you are learning a good bit of the lesson that is in front of you, and you are actually getting through the problem, but you're just still missing one or two little pieces. And that is what the universe is working so hard to get you to get right. And it's trying to also teach you to be calm with it at the same time. There's something that you're holding on to deep within yourself, and it looks like there's a few things that you're holding on to deep within yourself that is keeping you from fully being able to level up. You're almost at the part where it's the perfect time to level up is about to hit you. Something is about to come to you literally in the next couple of weeks. That's the kind of literally it could be any day. That's the kind of energy that this is giving. It's something is about to come to you that you are going to have to be fully leveled up to be that's it, that's what I'm about to do, And you have to be able to sift through the things that are around it, because there's going to be a lot of things surrounding it that are going to look a lot like things from your past, but you're going to need to be able to really say this thing from my past may be okay to have here because it may have changed, but all this other stuff cannot come with me. And that is what the universe is preparing you for. And if you're wondering what these lessons are, they're based around places in life that you get stuck. Whenever it comes time for you to make a decision and you're okay, I know this now here, and okay, now I'm split down the middle and I don't know which way to go. That is where the universe is okay, you know the answer. We studied this. We went over this last week in class, and you're you're just you don't know what to do. And so in some places the universe is hold on, I need you to review this again, because I'm willing to step in and help you, or your guides are willing to step in and help you and show you the right decision to make. But they have to know that you understand why it's the right decision to make. That is what the key thing here is, that you have to have an understanding of the process. There's something about here understanding that you do not need anything because anything that you need, the universe will provide for you. So if the universe has not provided it, then you do not need it. You may need something completely else, or you may think that you need something, but the universe is like, I can give you what it is that could fill that gap in such a better way, but you are so hell-bent on this one thing that you think you need, you're forgetting that I can do anything. I can literally do anything. It seems like you're also somebody who has obviously been through a lot of injustice and a lot of things happening to you here recently where you've been just kind of thrown around and have been put through the ringer. You have whiplash, you don't know which way to look, you don't know which way to go because of all the things that have happened to you. And there's a lot of wrongs that you've just had to go, you know what, okay, it's fine, I release it because something better will come along, and something better has come along. And you're finally learning that lesson where it's every single thing that you release brings something better into your wake. But the thing is that now this whole process has made you start to sink within, where it's time, it's literally whatever this is that's going to happen to you, it's going to shove you out of hermit mode. You cannot, and you probably feel that way where you're hermit mode is about to be over. It's about to be done. You got to get out. You've been trying to rest and you've been trying to relax, and which is great. And that's another lesson that you've been needing to learn, is how to implement rest in your day-to-day life, into your phases that you're constantly going through, not just when you're in an era of rest, but when you're in an era of go. How do you incorporate rest into your day-to-day? And so you don't feel like you have learned that lesson a lot, but all it is fear. You are so afraid of what this next era could look like for you that you are forgetting to trust and have faith in the process. And you're not looking back at even just the past year, 6 months, or whatever it is that you've been through. You're not looking back at that and seeing the patterns of how the universe has come through for you, because all of the stuff that has left your life, it has sucked and it's left gaps, but the universe has filled it with something so much better, so much better. And you're tapping into all these things that you know are meant for you, and all these things that you know will come to you, so you're trying to bring them into the present, which is understandable. You are aligned with it, but you can't bring them into the present when you still have things in the present taking up the space they would take. They are supposed to fill the space that something else is supposed to leave. And if you feel like the universe is bringing you back around over and over and over again, it's because you are so close to solidifying, understanding how to solve the problem that you have in front of you, but you're just missing a tiny little piece of it. Some lesson in here just has not quite clicked yet. Thing is, though, that it is about to click. It is about to set in. There's something very significant about this past little era that we've been in, where it's all shit hit the fan all of a sudden whenever things look like they were getting better. Things look like they were getting better, but the things that were getting better still were only part of what was aligned with you. The other things you were struggling with are not aligned with you. You are not meant to struggle. You're not. You are meant to succeed. You are meant to align with a higher purpose. You are meant to do better, and struggle is not part of your agenda. So unfortunately, you've had to get through all of the struggle that you have invited into your life for the past little bit so that it could leave, and so that you can enter an era of true, just what is actually on the agenda, which is success and happiness and pleasure and working toward what it is that is actually meant for you. There is a lot of weird balance around right now too. You have become somebody who has become so good at working through the bullshit and working through the trauma and working through the struggle, and that is great, but you've gotten so used to working through it that you don't know what it's like to live life without it. And so you continue to allow struggle to come in, or find struggle to bring in, so that you can continue to operate with these skills that you have learned. But what you don't realize is that these skills are also good for not struggling too. These skills are good for proactiveness. These skills are good for damage control, for aftermath, instead of freaking out trying to figure out what to do, just allowing things to happen and being I can handle it no matter what. I wish that we could say that we are in the final exam, but we're not. We're just in the place before the final exam where the teacher really wants to make sure that we know, fully know how to solve the problems. But we will only be taking the final exam once we actually know how to solve the problems. And so don't worry, the universe is on your side and you've got this. If you'd like to book a reading with me, go to my Etsy store, Mage Farms.